The Music is Life podcast has our own merch now over on tpublic.com. Click the link below in the video description. Looking for some new threads? We got t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, crew neck sweatshirts, tank tops, baseball tees, and also clothes for kids and onesies for your little infant metalheads. Don't want clothes but love the Java? We got you covered with coffee mugs and travel mugs. Need protection for your electronics? We've also got phone and laptop cases. We've got everything you're looking for at the tpublic.com Music is Life podcast store. Use my link below for fast service. Thanks for your support. TerraNut is proud to offer you a natural nut bar chock full of healthy fats, minerals, and protein that meet your demands. Go to their website, www.terranut.com. You can order from them directly and they will ship it to you. Use my coupon code LOUMAVS and you will get a 25% discount on your first order. TerraNut Superfood Snacks, www.terranut.com. Don't forget to use coupon code LOUMAVS at checkout. Fuel your life.
We are ready and waiting for you now. If it's a fight that you deceive, we've acquired our strength through pain. No more are we pathetic and you are the reason why we claim that we've all become this way. And I regret this prison that I created for myself.
Exactly. I was going to say, it kind of reminds me of like a soundtrack to like a Brian Usna or Stuart Gordon film a little bit. Kind of reminds me of the keyboard type synthesizers that you hear in the movie Society, which, by the way, is fucking disgusting and highly recommended.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you have.
What's it called again?
Society.
I'll rent it.
It's great, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Reanimator's the best, though.
I have the collection of Reanimator, all the movies.
Nothing like a head giving head.
That's right.
My buddy
I'm the leprechaun.
That's a brutal.
Dr. Fuck.
That movie's brutal, man.
My buddy. You know what? Actually, talking about this, I think I already know the subject of my next episode. My top 10 favorite trauma movies.
Hey,
nice.
You know that Thrasher Die is in 2 of them.
Yes, Return to Nukem High Part 1 and Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2. I donated to the Kickstarter on that. My autographed Blu-ray finally came in.
Awesome.
And I remember when the intro came on and the title comes up and what's going on comes up, like, it's Rob!
Yeah, I'm the first thing you hear in the movie. What's going on?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Dude, you were immortalized with Lemmy. Congratulations. Yeah. That's awesome.
Lemmy and Ron Jeremy are both in a movie with Thrasher Die. How awesome is that?
No. Lemmy. Not Lemmy. Ron Jeremy's in a movie with you.
Oh, okay.
Lemmy just...
I'm in a movie with Lemmy. You know, the guy that wrote the original Nukem High, because we did the cover of it, dealing with that guy, you think the guy wrote Stairway to Heaven. He was such a pain in the ass, and in the end, he's like, I don't like your version, but Lloyd likes it, so I guess I'm going to have to do it. And then he calls me, and I didn't answer the phone. I saw it was him. I was like, oh man, I don't want to talk to this dude. Shit was already okayed. He left me this long voicemail going, I want you to listen to this. And he played his answer machine, and Lloyd Kaufman goes, you better sign the fucking papers right now to give us the right to play Thrasher Die's version, you motherfucker. And then he gets back on the phone. He says, you see what you're putting me through? I go, thank God I didn't answer the phone. Guy's a douche.
Oh, Ethan Hurt.
God, what an asshole. That guy's a fucking asshole. But yeah, you know how he got in the movie. Lloyd Kaufman's personal assistant saw Thrasher Die live, and then and then he sent me an email going, "I just saw your band last night. I loved you guys so much. Would you be willing to be part in the Trauma movie Return to Nukem High?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I know my drummer's the biggest Trauma fan, so I called him. I go, "Dude, check out this email." He's like, "Oh my God!" And then we met Lloyd Kaufman at one of those Comic-Con things, and he signed our poster. You guys are music geniuses.
Now,
That's awesome.
did the trauma rep see you in Florida, or were you on tour on the East Coast?
No, we were in Fort Lauderdale. It was a local show, and he was there. And he didn't come up to me at the show. He wrote me an email after. He wrote at the Thrasher Die email that I saw you guys last night and was wondering if you wouldn't mind writing a song for Return to Nickem High. And then I wrote him back because my drummer said, dude, we should write a song for it and also do the original. So I asked him, hey, would you mind if we do the original version? He's like, yeah, do it. So we did it, and that's when this dude got involved. Because he needed to give the rights to our version to be on there. And he heard it, he was horrified. You guys suck. And I'm like, man, your version is so dated and not valid. I like it. But I like it for the wrong reason. It's fucking terrible, but in a good way.
It's terrible and cheesy. It's a great B-movie opening song. But
and the way you say, what's going on? And then I come like a demented fucking, like a leprechaun. What's going on?
I gotta admit, there's two songs on the original soundtrack that I do love. One is Run For Your Life by Stratus, because Clyde Burr was the drummer.
Oh, wow.
And the other one was Angel by GMT, which is Chris Glenn of Alex Harvey and Michael Schenker with Robin McCauley, and that's Phil Taylor on drums.
Damn.
And Stratus also has Dennis Stratton on lead guitar.
No, it's not Dennis Stratton. It was the Knorr brothers from Praying Mantis and Bernie Shaw, who's currently the lead singer in Uriah Heep.
Is that who was on the album?
That's who's on the original Stratus album, Throwing Shapes. Although later, I know you're talking about, because later on, Stratton did play shows as a member of Praying Mantis. And Diano actually came out and played with them.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about, though. Stratton did something with Burr at one point, but I don't remember what it is now. But, yeah, that was Live at Last, live in Japan. That's a fucking cool album.
Oh, yeah, I have the CD, Pre-Managed with Diano and Stratton. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I have that. I have that on CD. I saw Dennis Stratton once at a festival in Tampa with Al Atkins on vocals.
Really?
Wow.
Which is pretty rare.
Lou, I didn't get to you yet. Go ahead.
Two things. One, the first 8 seconds, the wedding march reminds me of my wedding day.
Oh.
Secondly,
I hope it was better.
my wife should have come out to that. Would have been perfect.
Yeah, right.
In a church setting, that'd be great. 2, when I think of Dr. Landau, I can't help but think he looks like Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. Of course, when Motorhead covers Shoot 'Em Down for the Twisted Tribute album, I don't know, to me, if Lemmy's okay with it, it's got to be a good song. And I'm always at a debate over which is my favorite Twisted Sister album between Under the Blade and this one. So, Ralph, I'm with you. Favorite tracks, Like a Knife in the Back, Ride to Live, Live to Ride, the title track, and I do love We're Gonna Make It and I'm Me. So.
Oh, I'm Me. Very important song in my life because, you know, I was still living with my parents, and that song's very empowering. It's like, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do. And it really did help me in my youth, you know, get out of my house at 17 years old. And, you know, like, we're going to make it. It's like, they don't write songs like that, like empowering songs to go out there and, you know, show society, I'm going to be a scumbag and still make it. And I've always lived like that, you know. I ended up getting a city job with this hair, dude, because I don't give up because of Dee Snider, bro. You know?
Well, you know, Rob,
Hey, man.
better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you're not.
Exactly.
So, 99, when We Kill Everything came out, where I actually was able to say I was definitely a GWAR fan, because at the time, Metal Blade gave us a copy of the record with the song Fucking an Animal on it, bleeped out with all animal noises. And, you know, we were playing the hell out of that song. And Dave Brocky himself, rest in peace, Odor Shirungus' slave boy, he's like, yeah, you want to do an interview? Let's do an interview. So he gave me 20 minutes of his time. Very gracious, very funny, very entertaining. And ever since then, I said, you know what? Even though the music might be crazy, and I learned to appreciate it and love it more the older I got, Dave Brocky was just a cool fucking guy, and he was my first ever interview.
being a metal DJ. And I'm forever grateful to him, and I'm forever grateful to Kevin Chainsaw Rose, formerly of Metal Blade Records, for setting it up. And ever since then, GWAR fan for life. Corey definitely owned Flatus. But there's one other guy that I want to mention real briefly, who, you know, the Flatus before Corey, and that was Zach Blair, who now plays for Rise Against. So he did okay for himself, I guess.
Yeah. Shit. You remember all these names. You know, I tried to... There's just way too many people that have been in and out of this band.
I have no life.
Tough band to be in.
The world's biggest hair, world's tightest pants, got no circulation in you.
I just still can't dance. So, funny story about this album. So, it's fall of 2000. It's my junior year at St. John's. It's the second year that the dorms are open. And somehow they found a maggot infestation in the food at the dorms.
Oh, my God. Oh.
So, my friend Fred Earhart, who is a huge GWAR fan, decided that we were going to do something to get ratings, you know, for people to listen into the college radio show station. So he decided we were going to do Maggot Appreciation Week. And once an hour, every day, we played Maggots by GWAR in the rotation against, like, everything else.
Yeah.
And I remember the next week, people were like, "Are you still going to play that Maggot song?" I'm like, "Well, Maggot Appreciation Week is over, but we'll still play it if you want." So, in case anyone's curious why this is the intro, it's because I just showed Wayne and Nate the footage from the Scumdogs of the Universe tour, the video that they showed behind them when they were playing Black and Huge, and I think I just traumatized them for life.
No, I find that fucking hysterical.
It's hysterical, but it's very...
I've seen Two Girls, One Cup. That's the real version of that.
Yeah, that's the real version.
That's going to disturb me.
Yeah.
Well, I know Two Girls, One Cup is probably not available on YouTube, but Black and Huge is, so go watch it.
Go watch it and...
You're watching and listening to the Rat Salad Review Network. There's your intro, Wayne.
New Pedal has long been a rumor started by Panther guitarist Satchel and will become a reality when it ships to the public this summer. Limited production run on Butthole Burner will retail for $1.99, and if you can chew those fucking chips any goddamn louder, I'd appreciate it. Jesus Christ.
Mute, Nate, mute.
He needs a fucking mute button.
Hold on.
I'll make you a podcaster one day.
No thanks. I like making money.
There's a lot of stuff in the metal world that not only needs to be mentioned, but needs to be made fun of. Yeah. My biggest problem with award shows is just I feel like it's people in that bubble just kissing each other's asses.
Mm.
You know, the only awards that, you know, these artists should be given is their gold and platinum, and their Hall of Fame is their fandom. Really, I mean, I just don't understand the purpose of a Hall of Fame of anything. I mean, like, Bruce Dickinson said it himself. He's like, it's basically a museum, and if you're putting us in a museum, that makes us archaic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, anyways, I remember actually doing an episode of my podcast about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and
yes, you did.
I think I remember saying these key words, which, Wayne, I'd like to repeat, if it's okay with you.
Of course. Please go ahead.
Very much. Hold on. Me. Fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Thank you very much. Listen, I would never want to join a club that would want me as a member, okay?
But, yeah, I mean, I'm really glad I bought them because they're awesome albums. I mean, the debut album that you just took your background off of...
well, it was getting annoying because it looked like my head was coming off.
Oh, that's all right.
And you said I looked like a Klingon at one point, and...
well, only when you turn your head.
I'm always turning my head. Trying to turn away from the mic so I don't, you know...
You gonna sing Chocolate Rain next?
Chocolate Rain. No.
Vinnie Vincent plays with melody and purpose, unlike Yngwie Malmsteen, who just pisses notes for 50 minutes straight.
I don't know about that, but we'll take a look at this video and find out. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cover your cat's ears.
Yeah, the great Vinnie Vincent, I'm here to crush you. Yeah.
You know, one time Eric Carr was asked, "Hey, whatever happened to Vinnie Vincent?" He said, "Oh, he went to go audition for the sequel to E.T."
What's up, Lou? Or should I say, Prez Lou?
My first order is Prez, free John Schaefer.
Oh no!
And that's just to piss all you people off that were once his fan but can't stand him now. Ooh, what do we got?
Dystopia.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Burnt Offerings.
So Stu Block versus Matt Barlow. Essentially.
Yeah.
I like Stu Block. I saw him with Into Eternity when they opened up for Megadeth at Gigantor. 2006. Great show, but I'm a Barlow guy.
Your screen just went crazy for a second there.
All right. Well, as I said, I saw Into Eternity.
Your voice is really off. Pepsi.
Oh, very funny. You know what? I'll just let me just dump this background then. Fans, by the way, congratulations to Rat's Eye Review for surpassing 500 subscribers on YouTube. That's awesome.
That's right. Thank you. I think we're at 501 now, right?
Yes, we are Levi's right now. Levi's 501.
Yes, awesome. And then I appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the channel. And I never thought we would have 5 subscribers, let alone 501.
I'm at 17 now, so thanks everyone.
Hey, we all start somewhere.
Yes, thanks to my wife for her 3 accounts adding subscribing to my channel.
We try to capture the intensity of Thin Lizzy's performance,
the energy,
the whole energy, and it shows in the playing.
Mm-hmm.
I can vouch.
Richie, what about you?
So many aspects to Thin Lizzy. For me, it was the combination of the music, the guitar playing, the image. I mean, just I'm going down the guitar geek rabbit hole right now, and Lou will vouch for this. Lou's a hell of a guitar player. Just when you're starting out, it's true. Come on, man. So
he's all right. As long as he stays away from that flange thing, whatever.
You shut the fuck up and leave the MX alone.
I started something. Sorry, boy. But
it's all good. When I was growing up, I was born in '80, and the 3 bands that meant everything to me growing up were Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and Def Leppard. It wasn't until 1993 when, at the time, grunge was all the rage, but I wasn't into it. I was getting more into the hardcore and thrash and stuff like that. But there was some bands that were popular at the time that I was getting my brother into, like Tool. Ralph, I know you hate Tool, but I am.
But I love people that love Tool.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
I may hate bands, but I don't hate fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was getting my brother into bands like that, Stabbing Western and things like that, and he said, "You know what? I want to take you to." At the time, Nobody Beats the Wiz was the local music chain in our neighborhood.
That's where I got half my collection from.
In Astoria, Queens. And he said, "You know what? You introduced me to a lot of great bands that you like. I want to introduce you to something that I grew up on." So then he pulled out Destroyer by Kiss, and I was just like, 4 dudes in makeup and leather? What's this all about? And I didn't really get it at the time. So then, I bought the album. It was the first album I ever bought. It was the first CD I ever bought with my own money. So I said, you know what? If I'm going to hate it, I'm going to blame myself if I hate it because I bought it. So Detroit Rock City played in heavy rotation for about a week on my Discman. It made me a Kiss fan. And then I wanted to discover more. So, after I got done listening to Destroyer, a couple of months later, I went and got Hotter Than Hell. So it's the second Kiss album that I ever owned. And it's funny because it's such a dichotomy hearing Destroyer first, hearing this overproduced, not even overproduced, but well-produced Kiss album, and then Hotter Than Hell being the next one. And it's like, I think I might like Hotter Than Hell just a little bit more, because I love the grittiness of it. And, knowing what I know about the history of the band, again, they were in California. and I believe they were in a rush to release it because they were on some crazy deal with Casablanca where they had to put out 2 records a year. And they still had Kenny Kerner and Richard Weiss, who produced the first album, but the first album didn't capture the magic of Kiss. So they're like, let's try something different. And I don't know, it just, the way that it came out, it just was such a change from the first album. It was gritty, it was dirty, it was sleazy. And to me,
Sleazy.
makes it...
That's the word.
Thank you. To me, it made it, for me at the time, my favorite of the original 3. To this day, I still hold Hotter Than Hell in such high regard. And the reason why, if you're a fan of the album Alive, you know that half of Hotter Than Hell is recorded on that, was performed on that album. And it pains me that they barely pay any kind of homage to that album with any of the tours that they've done with the lineup that they have now. I think you're overlooking so many great songs. I mean, it's the album that's got Parasite. It's got Watching You. It's got...
What was that? A demon, or did somebody just...
It sounded like somebody's stomach was rumbling.
It's Godzilla about to attack.
That might have been traffic outside my window.
Funny, we're talking about an album that has a Japanese cover, and that sounded like Godzilla right now, but I digress.
Hey, I just ate some sushi, so...
Lisa. But anyway, though, as I was saying, it's got Parasite, it's got Strange Ways, it's got so many great songs on it that I think are completely overlooked, not just by Kiss fans, but the band themselves. And it pains me because Ace Frehley really shines in terms of his songwriting on this album. I mean, you want to talk about an ace in the hole, no pun intended? I mean, 2 of the best songs ever. And, of course, Ralph's got the Hotter Than Hell Glass. That's awesome.
Thank you, Damien, who got me this.
I mean, there's not one bad song on this album, in my opinion. And, you know, we'll talk more about it, but...
but Lou, I'm actually... you've never heard of Kiss before? Your friend showed you Kiss?
It wasn't my friend, it was my brother.
Oh, your brother? You've never heard of Kiss, though, before that? You never... Because you were surprised with the makeup, like, you know, what's this?
I had heard of them, but I had never heard them. Really? Kiss was not... See, that's the thing. By the time Dynasty came out, my brother was one of those Kiss fans who felt betrayed because they went disco. Right. So we never bought another Kiss album. He feels that when a band betrays you, you turn your back on them.
By the way, we do have a new sponsor, Lou.
We do?
Yeah, we do have a sponsor.
Oh my God. Who do we knock out?
The king of your kitchen with Crestfield wax paper.
No. Lou, do you want to read the ad? Go to the chat. And I put the link up there and you can read everything for our new sponsor.
I don't believe it. Okay, I'm in the chat.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
Yeah, your favorite. You use Blue Chew all the time.
Never needed it, never will need it. Thank you very much.
Well, go ahead. Do your intro.
I'll do my intro when I want. Welcome to Rat Salad Review. What's up, Lou?
Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkey. I've been meaning to ask you this question. Is that like a painting from the Duran Duran Rio sessions behind you? Because I love that painting.
No, I don't know if that same guy did the album cover or not, but that's a guy, he was popular in the 80s. His name was Patrick Nagel. He did a bunch of those, and that's a print of his painting of Miss March, 1981, I believe.
We have no time to look that up, but I'll do it after the show.
Yeah, do it after the show. It's a very creepy poster. But anyway...
I love it. Lou and me are right, you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't like
but continue.
Birds of the feather flock together.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like you were saying, Lou, the progression here is great. I love the progression it shows. And when I said what I said about the grooves, you know, just because it makes it my least favorite of all their studio albums doesn't mean I don't like it or it's bad.
Right.
It's just...
It's like it's like for every album that you give a 10 out of 10, just because you pick your your least favorite song doesn't doesn't mean you don't love the song. It just means, like it's the one song that not even skip, but it's just like, I've heard many people say that a song is their least favorite on the album, but they still love it and they still listen to it. It happens. Why am I explaining this? So I don't want to hear anybody bitch that we're not doing Departure or Infinity or Escape or Frontiers. All right. I guess we could go through the album. First song being Girl Can't Help It. My only notes were, I
love that song. It's a great song.
It just
good beat, good choruses. It's one of the more upbeat ones on here, Both sides of this record tend to slide into really slow melancholy. Matter of fact, I really don't like the last song. I think they should have left it off and ended it with Eyes of a Woman.
I actually love the last song. Hold on, I got the notes. Why Can't This Night Go On Forever? I said that it was one of the 5 songs that I like on the album.
That's funny.
I said it was a perfect swan song for Journey in the 1980s. And it's funny because you and Wayne were talking about this the night before. I said, perfect swan song for Journey in the 80s, who would then release a far superior album in 10 years called Trial by Fire. Meanwhile, Wayne and Greg both agreed Trial by Fire sucked.
Yes.
So I'm the minority.
And that's fine.
When has Journey ever not been about pomp and circumstance when Steve Perry joined?
Yeah.
If you think about it, Departure is probably the one album of that classic lineup that sounds the furthest removed from what Steve Perry was really known for after that album, because that album was actually designed for Robert Fleischman to sing on. So that was definitely more in his range and more of his...
Departure?
I'm sorry, Infinity.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant.
I get them confused sometimes. I don't know why. Because there's Journey tribute bands on Long Island. One's Departure, one's Infinity. After a while, I'm just like, it's the same thing.
Lou, what's up?
Doing all right. Happy to meet John of Timeless Haunt. Happy to see you again. And where the hell's Greg?
I don't know. Greg's trying to get on, and we'll just do this without him. It's not a big deal.
All right.
I really don't like Greg anyway, so it's better off.
Do you like anybody? Do you like yourself, really. Wayne? No, I don't think you do.
Not most of the time. No, I don't.
Okay. You should seek help for that, Wayne.
I should.
I have not listened to a Tool album.
And you never will. So stop asking.
Yeah. I'm too busy listening to the other stuff Wayne sent me. So I can be prepared one of these days.
Yeah, right. One day you'll be prepared when you come on this show. But have you listened to the new Project Resurrect? Have you ever heard of this band? It's a very good band. Go to projectresurrect.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order this. May 7th is available. What do you think?
Tools.
And that's a one and only copy that the drummer sent you, right, Wayne?
That is one and only copy that the drummer sent me. Very nice guy, by the way. Very nice drummer.
One of one.
One of one. This will never be heard by anybody else but me, because it didn't come out that well. But yeah, Project Resurrect. Very good band.
Looking forward to it. May 7th, correct?
May 7th, yes. And if you go on projectresurrect.bandcamp.com, you can hear the first single, Dead Mountain. And
which is my favorite track on the song.
It's mine as well.
It's a great song.
Mine too.
Is there a YouTube video on it, or a lyric video?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make that. Somebody else made a lyric video of that song, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out.
For the love of God, you've already blown your cover on Facebook, you twit. Come on.
I did.
I'll put it over. I listened to the album. It's really good. You would be.
It is good.
Yourself to seriously consider purchasing this album. It's worth it. I love it.
Agreed.
And no, I didn't record it, and no, I didn't get paid to say that.
Oh, I was just going to send you money.
Finally?
Yes. I really wanted the show to be a podcast, but since YouTube seems to be like the main thing that everybody keeps watching the show on, for what, I don't know. I don't know why people want to look at us. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It's lowbrow default.
I guess so.
It's also the only exclusive area where you can find the cover songs that we've been doing.
Well, that too. Yes, I was going to get to that as well.
which has been getting a lot of positive responses, and we want to thank everybody for the love that you've shown for our covers of Atomic Punk and Stradivarius' Hunting High and Low. We really appreciate it. Thank you. There's more to come. I promise. It's unfortunately the only thing that's holding it back. It's it's me, because it's just
it ain't just you.
it is me. Oh, it ain't just me. Well, in my case, I've been exacerbating the process because I just released my latest episode of Music Is Life podcast, an episode that I shot 3 weeks ago with James Lilquist of Beyond Bushido. It took me that long to edit the fucking thing.
Oh, I heard it was 3 hours long. I was just talking to James earlier today.
Yes. James is like the Energizer Bunny, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps going and going and going. And he tried to slip in some key words in there like Hassan Piker and Blue Pill, and I'm like, I get the final word. My podcast. Love you, James. You're awesome.
God.
Thank you. Had a blast.
It was a very fun episode. I really enjoyed it. And it was nice to hear James actually talk without EA, yelling over him or saying something over him. So it was very
5 second delay over him?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Or around him?
Yeah. Although I still think that's James's fault. But
probably.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, though, James is a great voice for radio. I mean, I think it would... I think it would benefit some Knoxville, Tennessee radio stations to give the boy a job. Seriously, he's good.
Yeah, no, he's very good. Very entertaining guy to listen to. And he knows his stuff, too. I really didn't know he listened to a lot of things that he did. So we'll have to have him back on the show at some point.
Absolutely. Oh, well...
What?
Put a time limit on it and you'll be fine.
Oh, no. I don't do time limits here. The show goes on. The show must go on.
We know.
It's over when it's over.
All right, Yogi, let's do this.
Oh, and then you need to know how to end the show. I mean, Jesus Christ!
I tried ending it for a half hour. I tried ending it.
George, I'm listening to his podcast, and at the end, it's like, okay, we're gonna wrap this up or whatever. Like you said, a half hour later, they were still talking.
Still wrapping it up.
Still wrapping it up.
It was the Irish goodbye. That last 2 hours. And yes, I could say that I'm married to an Irish girl, so it's okay.
Oh, and then I was waiting for him to say something about me because he talked about Greg, which all he said was true. But then he brought me, but he didn't. But I don't know if you cut it out or he just forgot to get to it.
No, I had nothing to say about you in a negative light. So
negative or not negative, I don't care. I just want to know.
He did it. I was making more of the Wayne jokes than he was because he asked George. He asked me, what have you been listening to? I said, well, whatever Wayne has me reviewing for the show, and he died laughing. That laugh actually lasted for about a good minute. I'm like, all right, it wasn't that funny.
There's truth to it, right?
I am the boss.
But anyway. Bruce King shit on Turn Island, right there, Wayne.
That's right, Saint Shithead. Let's do this. Yes,
but yeah, please go check out Music Is Life podcast. Very fun show, and also subscribe to his YouTube channel too. Music Is Life podcast on YouTube, and please subscribe to Timeless Haunts YouTube as well. We are back with Lou Mavs, of course. He's part of the show as usual now.
Permanent member. And we're recording this on St. Patty's Day, so may the good Lord bless you in heaven before the devil knows you're dead, and kiss my Irish ass. Cheers.
Gonna get, I want to get a green screen to put behind me, the whole kit and caboodle, and set myself up so I can make up my own backdrops. I want to set myself up.
You don't have to do that. When you use Skype, look at Lou. He doesn't have a green screen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you just hit the button on Skype. It's just a little...
yeah. I never even really noticed it.
Well, it would be cool if I could paint my house the same color scheme as a Somewhere in Time album.
See that?
Yeah, this is true.
Wayne, what the hell is that?
I'm looking at my telephone, so you guys are all.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, he can't.
Looks like a Santana album, Wayne.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's like a Peppa Pig episode or something I'm in.
Can we not talk about Peppa Pig for one episode of Rat
but every time you're on, I think of Peppa Pig, Lou. I'm sorry.
I don't come on here to think Peppa Pig. I run away from my daughter to... Oh.
As long as you don't come on anybody on this show, we'll be all right. Greg, what are we doing today?
That's disgusting. I think he is one of the 3 greatest guitar players that ever lived. And as much as I'm happy that he's being recognized, I think he's better than the entire fucking organization. So I say congratulations to Randy Rhoads, and God bless you, and God bless your family. But at the same token, I'd like to say, fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ralph, what do you think about the Hall of Fame with all the shit for this next inductee? Who was supposed to be on? Iron Maiden was supposed to be nominated, right?
Yeah. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should not be blamed for anything. The people that bitch about bands they want in there are the problem. I'm telling you this right now. I want Randy Rhoads, Bon Scott, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. I want them all out of there.
Yes, I agree.
I don't care about the place, and I don't know why people do. Iron Maiden's not in this year. It's like every year we got to hear these people whining. Why do you want acceptance from elitist douchebags? The enemy of metal.
Hey, fucking men.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I ain't got a problem with them. Fuck them. Let them be fucking little douchebags. But you fucking stupid-ass metalheads that want acceptance from John Winter or whoever the fuck.
Jan Wiener.
Fuck you all, man. They're the problem, not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, you whining little bitches. Shut the fuck up already. You know what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is? Your record collection.
Amen.
That's the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
I don't need nobody to tell me what I should like, how I should like, fuck that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I'm like, man, I will admit, I get happy when Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducts like Whitney Houston and, all those little, keep putting those non-rock bands in there. I'm fine with that shit. Just get Sabbath the fuck out of there. I have spoken. Schmack 'em a god.
Oh my God, I feel the spirit of rock and roll in me right now. I absolutely love it. And to piggyback on what Ralph is saying, to quote Groucho Marx, I wouldn't want to be a member of any club that would want me as a member.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy.
But that's the thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They don't want Randy Rhoads in there.
They don't even know who Randy Rhoads is.
You think any of those motherfuckers know Dire of a Madman? Have heard Even Flying High Again? They're like, wasn't he the guy that played on Iron Man? No, that was Black Sabbath. Crazy Train. Oh, yeah, I think I heard that in a sporting event. Yeah, let's put him in.
The guy who formed Quiet Riot, the first band to ever have a #1 album on the Billboard charts that was a metal band.
The band that opened the floodgates in the 80s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But it's crazy, too. Foo Fighters has been inducted.
Again, fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Good. I don't like the Foo Fighters, so congratulations for getting in, Foo Fighters. Hell yeah.
Our record collections, our music collections, our T-shirt collections, that's where our love for the music comes from. And by the way, I'd like to interject on a happy note. I did manage to find something very cool on eBay. And I'm happy to share it, everybody.
Oh, you got those too. I'm waiting for mine too.
I just think it's hilarious that
and
it's
you got
labeled...
it from the same guy.
Probably did. I just think it's hilarious that Projects in the Jungle is labeled Projects in a Jungle. So thank you to my Russian friend Boris who sent this to me. Sure, they're bootleg, but who cares?
Will Carroll, our good friend from Death Angel, Bobby Bloxer is one of his biggest influences.
No.
But, what's his face? DeGarmo is a monster drummer, man.
Oh, he's amazing. A huge influence on me.
Wait a minute, time out. Will Carroll said that? He's the one that told me I can't be a Death Angel fan and a White Lion fan. I said, I do like both, and I love your band. And you're going to tell me Bobby Blotzer is one of his influences. Will, I'm calling you out.
Yeah, I was floored. I was like, what?
Man, I'm all about heavy metal mitosis, but not 3 versions of the same band with the same name, Like how many versions of LA Guns do you need? How many versions of Great White do you need? How many versions of Queensryche do you possibly need? I thought they were doing a great job with Latore, and, I was hoping Rockefeller would come back, and I don't know. Things like this just... It gets to a point where I am in agreement with Ralph, where it's like I just only care about the music. It's just gotten to a point where I disconnect from the from the members of the band because you don't know what's going on in their heads or in their lives. But I know that members of the Almost Human and Rock and Metal Combat podcast Facebook pages have definitely been making light of this subject.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about this.
I know where you're going.
All I'm going to say is it does not pay to get stuck in the one-eyed trouser snake of the tornado. I'm going to leave it at that.
Barely 18, my dick I'll touch.
Countdown to explosion, as you said yesterday.
So far, so good. Me so horny.
Junior Y.
Oh, my Lord. Lost my wife. Lost all my money. I lost it all on a FaceTime call.
Was it FaceTime or Zoom?
It was FaceTime. I initially thought it was Zoom, but it's actually FaceTime.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to get caught doing something that you're embarrassed to film, then don't film yourself.
Exactly.
And if you're going to film yourself, don't do it over a phone call and do it with your video camera and don't give it to the person you fuck.
Right.
Keep it to yourself.
Take it from the professional. He's a doctor.
Like I do. I do that all the time. I always say, hey, look, I'll let you watch it, but you ain't taking it out of this house. I love to film myself having sex with girls that like to be filmed.
Yeah.
Do you have to? Do they have to sign a love waiver like in Chappelle's show?
No, but oddly enough, I signed their face.
That's a Peter North decoration joke. If no one understood it, ladies and gentlemen,
it's a countdown to eruption.
Jesus Christ. I love you, Ralph. You're awesome.
Thank you. I love you too, man. I love you, and I kind of like Wayne a little bit.
At least somebody does here.
Kind of.
But yeah, that's all the news I can think of, and we hope that situation gets solved as well.
Yeah, poor Junior. I mean,
he's a nice guy, you know.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Don't get me wrong, but come on, if you're gonna do something so stupid, I gotta goof on it.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
And
it gets me how everybody's like, and I'm sure you guys probably do this too, so I'll goof on you guys as well. Everybody's like, oh my God, I didn't need to see that. Oh, it was disgusting seeing this guy come. I'm like,
I haven't seen it.
It's a guy jacking off and coming. Sure, I don't like seeing a video of a guy jerking off and coming alone. I like it where a girl's there to receive it. So watching him jack off alone, it was like, could have used a chick, but it didn't disturb me. I see videos like that every day, especially after the pandemic. Oh my God.
Would have been funny if somebody had thrown a Nick Manning voice over it and go,
dropping loads, dropping loads.
I think it's more disturbing because of who it is. You know, it's like if you saw the Hulk Hogan video. I mean, that's kind of
or the Gene Simmons one.
No, I've seen the Gene. I haven't seen the Hulk Hogan one, but the Gene Simmons one was pathetic. You figure, as much as that guy brags about how many girls he's fucked, he could fuck better than that.
Right.
That was terrible.
He left the shirt on. Who does that?
Shirt on. I think his pants were still even on, like on his ankles. It's fucking terrible.
Dear God. Anyway.
Well, I'm glad we don't have a Oh, I thought he was looking.
Anyways, you're watching Loveline right now with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Good evening, and welcome to Screams from the Grave. And this week, we're going to be talking about another excellent Lost classic, Megadeth. So far, so good. So what? Pass me the needle.
That was a loaded statement when you're referring to that album, buddy.
That was.
What
vinyls do you not have?
The Village People.
I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't have the Village People.
Every time we do a show, you're whipping out the vinyl, showing off.
Well, because this is all stuff I like a lot.
Wait, says the guy with the friggin' Nobody Beats the Wiz behind his head? Come on.
Pretty soon, there will be a new album coming out from one of my favorite bands,
Project Resurrect.
World. All right, well, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Damn it, where did I put it? Oh, it's only up
talking.
there.
Who's the band? Helloween is like the only group of people I know who have any kind of love for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Well, I'm glad and I agree with them because that's my favorite of that series.
You're alright. If Greg likes it, I really need to give it a chance. I just didn't bother because it didn't have Michael Myers in it.
Yeah, well, the only one that has Michael Myers in it that's any good is the first one anyway, so.
Can't argue with that.
And it's true. Lou.
Well, starting off with Walls of Jericho, hearing the Silver Shamrock song again, I was like, God damn it, again. But then all of a sudden, Ride the Sky comes on. I'm like, all right, I can
again. What do you mean again? It doesn't happen again.
It happened the
he
last
means
album.
after the EP.
It doesn't happen after the EP.
It happened with the EP. The Silver Shamrock song, London Bridge.
It's on the EP. Well, so what?
It's on the EP, and it was...
He's saying they repeated it on a successive release, which they do at the beginning of Walls.
It's in the beginning of the EP and Walls of Jericho. You don't notice it?
It's well, if you're listening to it, you're listening to the version that has them all on it, right?
Yes.
So when Walls of Jericho starts, it should start with Walls of Jericho. I mean, when Ride the Sky starts, it should start with Walls of Jericho.
Walls of Jericho is the first.
It has nothing to do with the Halloween thing.
Greg, help me out here. Isn't the London Bridge in the beginning of Walls of Jericho? It's played with a trumpet.
Right, that is. But it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Oh well, you said.
Yeah, they play the theme, but no, it's not a.
No, I don't mean the sound bite from Halloween 3. I mean,
that's what you sound like you said.
No, I know what you mean, Lou. Yeah.
Wayne, if you don't edit this out, I will kill you.
I'm leaving it in.
Oh.
You Always Walk Alone. That is a song that Michael Kiske brought over from his old band before he joined Helloween. He wrote all the lyrics and stuff for that. And it's probably why he doesn't really write too many lyrics for much of the songs, because that song isn't really that good.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite on here.
Yeah, it's...
You Always Walk Alone?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it that much.
It's okay, but it doesn't hold up to the other songs.
Well, I wasn't too keen on Rise and Fall. I thought it was the Locomotion sung by ABBA mixed with the Barbershop Quartet.
So I always love Rise and Fall, but a lot of people give Rise and Fall shit. I don't know why. And
because it sounds like ABBA singing with a Barbershop Quartet doing their version of the Locomotion.
Well, they're huge ABBA fans, so what do you expect?
Everyone in Europe's a huge ABBA fan, and so is Ralph Vieira. Let's not take that away from him,
Ralph Vieira, too. Today, we're on Pink Bubbles Go Ape, Lou's favorite album. Or second favorite, I'm sorry. Second favorite next to Chameleon. Me and Greg, we talked about this with Troy, probably, 2 years ago.
Yeah, remember? 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Mr. Troy Noor?
Mr. Troy Noor. By the way, Troy, where are you? We're waiting for you. We need your vocals, Troy.
Come on, knock on our door. We are waiting for you.
We're an American band, Troy. Just trying to get a song done.
Yeah, Sweet Sweet Connie's waiting for you, buddy.
Well, let's all meet at the Regal Beagle.
Nice segue.
Yes. So we are talking about Chameleon, Lou's favorite Helloween album. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of
for the love of Christ, really?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is a lot of people's favorite Helloween album. I came to find out reading reviews online, surprisingly.
I like the album cover better when it was on the Police of Synchronicity.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realize that. My grandmother, and I know you guys don't like the song, Windmill. My grandmother loved that song. She heard me playing drums to it, and she just liked how that song was. Old people like slow songs, but...
My friend, I would never knock what the song means to you, but I will still knock the song any chance I get. There's a huge difference.
It's fine by me. It's okay. I get it.
Sounds like fucking Rapunzel singing to Prince Charming out of her tower or something. I mean, it's so Disney. Phil Collins, I'm sure, wants to cover it.
Hey, I would like to hear that. Maybe he would make it better,
or release it as Against All Odds Part 2.
Than Wonder Bread. that would be the most homogenized, soulless cover ever. Talk about total corporate sound.
Oh, I like Phil. I'm actually looking forward to seeing Genesis this winter. So, but then again, I'm hoping I hear some of the Gabriel era stuff, which I sincerely doubt. But
Yeah, that ain't happening.
yeah, if I want to do that, I gotta see Steve Hackett in concert. But we're not talking about Genesis. We're talking about Helloween.
We're talking about Helloween. So, Lou, since me and Gregory kind of did a show about this album, what's your thoughts on this album? Because this is pretty much the first time you've heard this, right?
Yep. Do you want me to go track by track?
Go track by track, because I can counter.
So,
you.
first time, promising start, but after Pink Bubbles Go Ape, my expectations are low. Track 2, When the Sinner. Yup, expectations met. Who is responsible for this crap? Track 3, I Don't Want to Cry No More. Not bad. If ABBA was a hard rock band, it'd be a perfect song for them. Crazy Cat. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 1,000,000 times, fuck no.
I like that song.
Really? I'm surprised. I don't really like that song either.
I like jazz and swing music.
Yeah,
so they used it actually pretty decently there. Again, it's too long though.
Yeah. And then I also like I Don't Want to Cry No More either. That's another one that holds sentimental value to me.
Again, I will not knock what they mean to you. It's
No,
a general statement.
I know, but that's why I said like this album, even though it's not their best album, it just holds a lot of meaning to me, you know. And it's also the first Helloween album that I bought that was actually brand new when it came out.
I hear it. You know what? You know what album means the most? One of the albums that means the most to me? Sponge's Rotting Pinata. I'm sure I get a lot of dirty looks when I say
That's
that
a
one.
huge album. My wife loves that album too.
She has good taste, sir.
Yeah,
and she married you, so she has better taste. See, I'm good to my friends. Giants, second good song on the track after first time. Windmill. This is the song Ingo was fired for? He was right. Of course, now I realize there was more to it than that, but still, I'm sticking to my story, damn it. Revolution Now. Sorry, too little, too late, but it's a good song. 4 out of 7 so far.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that I hate that song. I think it's way too long and way too boring. Interesting.
Moving along. In the Night. Am I listening to Sting or Helloween? Music. The horns are killing me. I'll take the keyboards, but not the damn horns. Other than that, I like the song.
And actually, Music was a previous song off of Roland Grappel's old band, Rampage.
Really?
Song that he brought on, yeah.
Step Out of Hell. It almost feels like they're trying to go an AOR route with this album. I'll give them credit. While they may have still thrived in Europe, the US had moved on. I'll say this. Kudos to them for going their own route. See, I'm giving them credit. I Believe. I see traces of future Stradivarius in this. I enjoyed it. Just when they put songs on an album I don't like, they'll put on a masterpiece like this. Longing. So the album is, for me, an inverted bell curve. Started out high, went low, but ends up forward in its trajectory. And I think this is an amazing ballad. And let's see, on to the expanded bonus tracks. I Don't Care, You Don't Care. Nope.
Neither do I.
Perfect. Oriental Journey. I don't know. Can we even say Oriental anymore? Is that even permissible in today's society? I don't know. But awesome instrumental. Cut in the Middle, good driving track. Introduction, I can appreciate the humor. Get Me Out of Here. Cute, but not my cup of tea. Red Sox and the Smell of Trees. Blah. Uninspired. What's the point? Ain't Got Nothing Better. I'm on a holiday. Hooligans holiday. That's exactly what it reminded me of in the beginning. And after that, no. So, most of the album for me is one big fat nope.
Welcome to Rat Salad Review, and today we are doing Master of the Rings by Helloween in our lead up to the new album released by Helloween, entitled Helloween.
Helloween.
By Helloween.
Mr. Ego. Now, I kind of have a different take on it than you guys do. I thought it had a great groove. Kind of reminded me of like Zeppelin, Jimmy Page solo stuff, a la Death Wish 2, Whitesnake, Judas Priest, Touch of Evil kind of flair to it. I like it. It's different from them. But my one question is, how is this about Kiski, if one of you guys can answer that? Because apparently they dedicated it, quote unquote, to Kiski.
You know what? I didn't even know that.
All right, well then I retract the question.
You should
Well,
have
if
me
they
earlier,
did,
would've
I
been.
would imagine it's because of the animosity he left in, and I'm sure he assumed the band would fold without him. And I don't know, maybe it's a piss take. We continued without you. Have fun singing your weird shit, and why don't you hook up with David Vincent while you're at it?
Go crying your schnitzel over at the beer garden. Ha 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 ha. We go dancing our Lederhosen down to Bavaria. Ha ha. We take the cute girls with the big schnazolas. Oh, anyway, let me move on.
I thought Marcus was on my show again.
What's that?
I thought Marcus was on the show.
I gotta see that.
So we get on to side 2. I think the album kind of dips a little bit on this because it starts with "The Game Is On." I don't like that song.
No.
It's about video games. You like that song?
No,
Game On, motherfuckers. Second favorite on the album.
Really?
The Game Boy song is stupid, and would the rings come from Sonic the Hedgehog? Probably. That's what happened. They all spent their advance from Chameleon on Sega Genesis.
Can you blame them?
No,
they had the better version of Mortal Kombat.
And Sonic, but no, that's just a bad song.
It is. Why do you like it so much, Lou?
I don't know. I just appreciated the melody behind it. I'm a sucker for melody. I can't help it. I know. Why didn't you like Windmill then? I just didn't like it, Wayne.
Another song I don't really care for. Actually, it's probably my least favorite of this whole entire thing. "Take Me Home."
Love it.
You love this song?
It's my favorite song on the fucking album.
Really? Sounds like a B-side from Van Halen too. It's
Thank
great,
you.
man.
Yeah. No, the drums started off. Yeah, I'd heard Van Halen, and I mentioned to you, Greg. I heard "Hot for Teacher," but you know.
Yeah, just because of the drums, but I mean, it doesn't really carry that rhythm. But dude, the background vocals, the song structure, it's one of the best riffs on Van Halen I've ever heard, and Andy Darius sounds great on it with that swagger that Roth had, and I really, that's probably my favorite song on this album, honestly.
Wow.
I wrote, okay, anything that reminds me of "I'm the One," "Hot for Teacher," "Shy Boy," "Bottom Line," "It's Showtime," or "Slam Dunk" is an automatic winner. My favorite song on the album.
Sound review. Lou, what's going on?
I'm suffering from Helloween withdrawal right now.
Oh my god. Well, we're almost done. We only got another 18 more albums to go.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
We're doing all the singles as well.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And need more enthusiasm than that.
Yeah.
No, are you ready?
Did you listen to the same albums I did, and you want me to have more enthusiasm?
Wayne, start that goddamn show.
And there's been a lot of people. Marcus Dorson has been writing a lot, and Conbot, he always writes on the Timo Tolkki stuff. And
is everyone aboard the Helloween train right now? What the heck is going on over here?
Yeah, no, I was reading some. There were so many of them, I had to stop. But
and I probably ain't gonna pronounce your name right, but Celio, you know who you are. He wanted to come on the show and talk about some Helloween because it's one of his favorite bands. And unfortunately, he does not have good connection with the internet right now, so he's not coming on. Maybe he's on that train to Georgia.
Maybe.
Could be.
Midnight train to New York. Oh wait, we got one more review from Eric Adams of Beyond Bushido. Oh,
I was gonna say it's probably Jim Gillette. Really? No Nitro jokes?
Oh.
I was gonna say we got one more. We got one more review from Eric Adams of Beyond Bushido. Get that fat bastard Lou off the show and have him do his special on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. No. Anyways, let's move on.
God goddamn Eric Adams and his
really
cohort.
Make a whole special out of Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I mean, talk about a one-trick pony.
I actually completely made that up, and I know that's something Eric Adams would say. Sorry, I almost blew up kayfabe there. I almost blew up kayfabe there.
No way, Jose, will I let that fly here.
Wayne, if you ever force me to listen to 16 albums from the same band ever again, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, we have a big community in Brazil. of Halloween fans. The last civil war in Brazil was about who was better, that is Okisk.
I don't think so.
There were seas of bloodshed in Brazil over who.
Oh, that was the soul of Greg.
It's the ghost of Bingo! Oh my god!
But Lou, we have.
Telling me shop at Bed Bath and Beyond, people.
Well, Lou, when I saw the video for Dr. Steen, I was like, "What the hell is this?" But I kind of liked it. And Lou,
it's lovely.
Yeah, you're looking at me strange. You're looking at me strange, Lou.
I am, because there's only one thing I thought when I heard Dr. Steen.
What?
When is Maud gonna come to the door? And then there's Maud. Like, what the fuck?
It also pisses me off because I'm a drummer and I can't play these goddamn songs. So before Danny joined,
wait, you're good enough
Danny
drummer.
joined, I could play. I could play every Halloween song before Danny came into it. Now I can't.
If I had trigger.
Yeah, no.
True.
What are you watching porn?
No. Yeah, I just stopped it in a little bit. I was listening some.
Oh, you'll stop.
Your mic is on.
Calling.
I hear it.
I can share my screen if you want. No problem.
No.
It's nothing.
It's going on YouTube.
We're doing a podcast.
It's a YouTube. It's a YouTube video. Don't worry.
Oh boy. Anyway,
the album. Where did the sinners go? I'd like to know what pumpkin cider, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte do these guys drink to stay heavy, relevant, and good? This lineup.
Hold on. Are you done making noise?
No, I'm just going to talk.
No, him.
Oh.
Coolio.
Talio! As I was saying.
I talked about raise the noise.
Yeah, that's perfect. Keep the microphone like that.
I'm having a lot of fun. Anyways, as I was saying, where the sinners go. What pumpkin cider, pumpkin...
Beautiful here.
I quit, didn't I? What pumpkin cider, pumpkin pie, or pumpkin spice latte do these guys drink to stay heavy, relevant, and good? This lineup has mastered the art of the opening track. As good as King for 1,000 Years, and Kill It, and Eagle Fly Free. I definitely hear, and Ride the Sky, by the way. They don't have bad opening songs.
Yes, they do.
I definitely hear modern influences in this track, but that doesn't bother me at all. Now, Wayne, to answer your question about the bonus tracks, I'm Free is the first one.
Yes.
I would have replaced either You Stupid Mankind or If a Mountain Could Talk with this.
Mm-hmm.
Faster We Fall, again, I would have replaced You Stupid Mankind or If a Mountain Could Talk with this. And Aiming High, again, replace the two that I just mentioned with these three, you would have had a perfect fucking album.
Welcome to Rat Salad Review. Today, we have finally gotten to, not the last album, because there's still one more left. The new one. But we have finally made it. And I don't know how.
2 more. Punks United.
No, we're not. This is a single. I'm not doing a single. My God-given right. Lou, it's been a long journey.
Made it.
This is probably the worst idea I ever had. Doing this show.
Damn you to hell, sir, for this idea.
Straight out of hell?
Straight to hell. And that's my God-given right to wish you that.
2018. Me and Greg started this show with some other people, but me and Greg are the original members of this show. And the whole reason why I wanted to start this podcast was to get to the new Helloween album. Because the last one, My God-Given Right, was already released. And then seeing that, they might be getting back together, I wanted to do this podcast to get to this point for this new album. And when this new album was released, I wanted to review it. And then it's going to be the end of Rat Salad Review.
Really?
Yeah.
End?
You Yertle the Turtle look-alike motherfucker. You are such a liar.
I just wanted to get your reaction. No, I'm not ending the show. But that would be something I would do, though.
Yeah. Well, you guys look kind of cool because your faces are like,
It's all right, Greg and I will continue.
I'm not just sitting like this.
Yeah.
Are you giving someone a Hummer? You're frozen.
I don't know.
That's usually what they do over there in Brazil, right?
Oh, come on. You trying to get his band there?
Maybe
he's from Brazil. Dude, I love Rio. It's great. Looks like Jesus is on the dashboard of the whole country.
Not presently, though.
Maybe he's giving himself a Brazilian wax right now. Celio, what are you doing?
Oh, there's a mental image I didn't need.
But I don't have time before that joke was used.
Wayne Noon, destroyer of pleasant evenings.
Celio, where'd you go? Oh boy. Well, this is the stuff that we have to deal with Celio.
But anyway, fortunately...
Oh, he crashed.
Celio, come back. I have naked pictures of Esperanza Gomez. Everybody does.
I'm going to call him back.
Who's
what was that, Greg?
Gomez?
I was going to say, fortunately, it came with the digital download, though, so, you know.
Okay.
You can still listen to it.
Oh, Esperanza Gomez is a Colombian adult film star, Timo.
Porn star?
Yes.
Let me check her. What was her name?
You probably saw her down in Mexico not too long ago.
She's from Colombia. Esperanza Gomez.
Oh, okay. Back again.
All better? Okay.
Back again. I'm sorry. It's my connection. I don't know what
Are we going to have a problem?
No, it's okay now. It's solved it.
Oh yeah, Esperanza Gomez anal. Is that the one?
Maybe.
Sorry, not my fault. Okay.
That ass is too big, man. I don't like that. That's a good-looking girl for you.
I'm happily married. I was just trying to throw Celia off.
You cannot watch porn in a marriage now. Is it forbidden?
No, it's completely approved.
Okay, well you just said I'm married. I thought your wife doesn't
need
like
porn. I'm married.
Hey, this starts very well. This Helloween podcast.
Yeah, it does.
Michael Kiske, if you're watching this, please forgive us.
People love that timeless song.
Cool. All right, that's good. That's good to know because we love Timeless Haunt here. We love George as well. George is my favorite member of the Timeless Haunt. All the other guys are kind of.
I'm fun. The rest of them are assholes.
Yeah, kind of. Especially
you
when
can tell it's a real band when they're insulting each other, ladies and gentlemen.
Especially that unknown guy.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on him with the whole the festival thing. Jesus Christ!
The gladiator, like face mask.
Yeah.
Nah, he trolled everyone and pulled an April Fool's prank that Timeless Haunt was playing Vakken this year. I didn't believe it for a second. I said, Wayne, is this legit? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
I get the text from Wayne. He's like, congratulations. I'm like, okay. And I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then...
He heard you were pregnant, George.
That's what it was.
97 Underground has a history with, like, the Baltimore 80s, 90s, like, hair metal and hard rock scene. It really got famous because it was associated with a place called Hammerjacks, which was the worst type of Hammerjacks. Really, like legendary rock club, debaucherous, you know.
Everything about 80s excess heavy metal, that was Hammerjacks. It personified it.
Oh, those are the days.
They were the days.
We do a little bit of everything: death metal, power metal, thrash metal, doom, sludge, anything that's like heavier than, you know, that step up the metal ladder.
Right.
Anything that pretty much doesn't reach the status quo of bruh metal.
No, yeah, no bro metal, no butt rock.
I didn't even know that was a thing, butt rock. But apparently, it's those rock stations that play. We play everything that. What was it they say? Like, you know, we don't play music anything that sucks but rock. Right. So butt rock, and that's how it associates that.
Hoobastank is the general.
Oh, that's the buttest of butt rock.
The butt rock, right? My buddy Justin Etham, who plays guitar in Integrity, he's got a band down here, Asthma Castle. He comes on with me.
What?
Asthma Castle. Yeah, they're like a local doom metal band. Yeah, it's a ridiculous name.
Does he sing like he has asthma?
No.
Sorry, couldn't help it.
Yeah.
George, what's your favorite Tool album?
I don't have a favorite Tool album.
I knew you were going to say that.
What's yours, Wayne?
10,000 Days I really like a lot. And then, I don't know how you pronounce it. The one you just did. You were the one that starts with U.
Oh,
Uteralis or something or whatever.
That's an L. That's Lateralis.
That's
Uteralis.
Uterus.
Is that a
Good night, everybody.
Uteralis by Queefuck?
That's a yeah. You can tell I'm terrible at remembering names.
Well, I don't know.
Queef tornado.
Queef tornado.
Where the hell I get a uterus?
Getting a visual there.
Smell-o-vision.
That's gonna be the name of the next Timeless Horn album.
I like that.
And so my old roommates were in the bands Misery Index and Pig Destroyer.
Okay.
So yeah. So
I fucking love Pig Destroyer.
Sure.
What is the dumbest? Because you mentioned some weird ass names already. What's the dumbest name you've heard so far from a band?
Queef Huffer. Now I'm actually doing radio. And so it's cool. It's cool to things come circle around.
It's a nice pusher you have there, George.
My favorite pussy in the world. Right there.
We got cats and dogs all over the show.
He's grabbing it. Yeah, I said it. Sue me.
There may be a pussy or two on the screen down here. We'll see.
Can't help it. I am what I eat. Leave me alone.
And an animal. I hate the fucking gang vocals in that song.
Oh, really? I love that song. Listen. Listening to that song in preparation for this album just reminded me of the 80s. Dudes with hot rod cars, rockin' mullets with chicks who had tube tops and tight pants and stiletto boots, looking for a good time, having unprotected premarital sex, worried if they have to go to Planned Parenthood the next day. There's nothing wrong with that song. It's 80s as fuck, and I don't care if that offends anybody.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Good, I'm already done.
I want you to... Okay. I'll give you that, but you can't sit there and tell me you can't name 10 other songs that are the same vibe that are way better than that one.
Oh, come on, but it's got the bass guitar. It's got the bass guitar. And he also goes, wow! And that's how I learned how to do that, is that song.
I actually love the bass in that song. It's just I don't like the gang vocals in that one particularly. They drive me nuts. Because they can do gang vocals good. Just... not on that one for some reason.
It's a little corny sounding, but it is a cool song. I do like it.
I don't want corny.
It's about a half step away from Sammy Hagar, but yeah.
No, that's just bad. Everyone likes corn in some level. They either like it as a corn muffin or they like it on the cob. Corn's okay. Not Sammy Hagar. Please, Greg, let's not make that comparison ever again. So, I just wish they would bring their European show to the States where they're from... But I digress.
Well, have you been to a Manowar show in the United States?
No, but
I did.
I've only been to one Manowar show.
You've been to one, but
really?
back in the day.
And that was like, God, I was like 1989 or some shit. It's
sure,
like, what?
Right? Was there people there? Did people go to the show?
It wasn't packed. No,
it wasn't
because
back then either, huh?
Even back then they were more well known in Europe, than they were in the States.
Wayne, where did you see them at? BB King's Blues Club or at the Vanderbilt?
At the Vanderbilt in Long Island, and there was maybe 50 people, if that, there.
Yeah,
50 people,
which is weird. Long Island, you'd think there'd be more.
Yeah.
Wasn't Immortal the opening act?
I missed the opening act. I went there strictly for Manowar, so I missed it. And you might be
I only ever had the opportunity to buy tickets for them once, and they canceled the whole show because of low ticket sales.
Wow.
Rough.
They just don't sell here. I don't know why. I mean, I think they're awesome.
Well, Manassas, Virginia was probably not the best choice for them to try to book a Manowar show, but...
What are these tickets? You ain't going to this show. I'm get in your room and praise Jesus.
Yeah, and you do an awesome job for being self-taught. I mean, you would never even know, It's because you got people that got to go to a school to learn all this stuff, and then to hear somebody like you just do it on your own. Just like I taught myself how to play drums. I never took lessons in my life, So I think sometimes in a way, I think you learn a little bit better when you're kind of doing it on your own,
You've never taken a drum lesson in your life, Wayne?
No. I had school, like regular school, like we had like a music class. So, I learned a little bit from there, but no, I never went to like an actual person to teach me.
Interesting.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I actually learned playing on my bed. I bought remember the hit sticks back in the day?
Ah, I had a pair of hit sticks.
Yeah.
The ones that go to that little amplifier.
The little speaker. Yeah. Well, I disconnected that wire, and then I used the sticks and hit them on my bed, pretending like it was a drum kit.
I lost the one stick, so I just pretended I was in Def Leppard.
Yeah, with Stan, he was never specifically in the band, but I feel like he's been an honorary band member all along.
Yeah.
He's even had some musical writing contributions over the years.
Cool.
Yeah, and our upcoming album actually has a lot of his production ideas on it.
Oh, yeah. Really? Oh, good. Well, see,
yeah,
Stan, finally you get your stuff out there. He shows me stuff all the time.
I know. He is the best, I feel like, the best composer you've never heard of.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, he comes up with a lot of really good stuff. See,
Yeah.
Stan, we talk good about you once in a while.
I don't know who you are, but I mean, hey, cheers.
Actually, Stan was also going to be in my band too, Lou. He was actually, when I was with Pete, the first incarnation of the band, Stan was the original singer, but he never sang anything. He just stood there. He came to practice and he stood in the corner. I'm like, well, what are you going to do?
That was the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex Wayne asked me if I would contribute, and I would have loved to, but at the time I didn't have recording capability. I mean, we just got the MacBook literally I got it from my wife Christmas 2019, and Wayne's invited me on to Ratside Review one time because he liked what I was doing on my podcast, and he's like, hey, you want to jump on this episode? We're doing the 6 worst metal album covers, and from then it's just been sporadic appearances, and now I'm here, and now I actually record the cover songs with him, and now I'm recording my own stuff, so I'm ready to record Project Resurrect Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Nice.
We'll see how things play out. If my original guitarist proves to be more of a pain in the ass than he usually is, you might be the new guitarist.
What if he's watching this?
I don't care. Fuck you. No.
Fuck me or fuck him?
Fuck him.
We love Pete. We love Pete.
No, Pete is one of my best friends.
I never know if Wayne is just joking or casting a verbal hex on people, I swear.
Maybe it's a little of both.
Probably. He's got that King's Diamond magic going on.
Yeah.
Actually, that rat was named after Stanley.
That's funny.
How original.
I know. I almost named my son, because my son's first name is Paul. I wanted to name him Paul Stanley. My wife wouldn't let me do it.
Okay. I can see that.
And then Stan told me it was a terrible idea.
Paul Stanley of Kiss.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ralph Vieira. All right, no problem. Are you on social media?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you just added me. Oh, crap. You did add me, and I accepted.
Yeah, like a day or two ago, yeah.
Lose a little slow.
I saw the name pop up in my recommended friends, and I was like, "That's the guy."
That's the me. And Wayne, yes, I am a little slow. There's not enough hours in a day, and there's not enough coffee in the world to fill me up.
Relatable.
But no, that's what I like about having Lou on the show, because he is very knowledgeable, because you worked on MTV and you worked in your college radio thing. What?
For MTV.
Yeah.
MTV.
I'm not, you know what I mean. But,
the only man who passed the kidney stone while helping to associate direct the VMA in 2005.
Really?
I said, don't call a fucking ambulance yet. Wait till it's over.
Oh, man.
As they wheeled me out in the gurney, I got the slow clap, so I'm proud of that.
You had to go on a gurney?
Dude, you can't walk when you pass into kidney stone.
Bullshit, I was driving a truck at work when I passed mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sucks to be you. What the fuck?
Oh, God. That is the worst pain ever, isn't it?
I can think of other things, but like having your gallbladder removed, that's my wife is yelling at me because she was like, I told you not to eat the weary pepper. That's 300,000 Scoville units. It wasn't the pepper. The gallbladder just went septic. It happened.
It was on its way.
Hopefully just once, and then it's gone.
I never thought this conversation would turn that way, but have you ever passed a kidney stone, Alex? I didn't want you to feel left out.
I have not.
What's your favorite Tool album?
Oh man, that's right. I wish I had George on.
That is the running joke of Rat Salad Review.
Oh man,
too funny. But you're a huge fan of Dream Theater. Why? I mean, what got you into Dream Theater? I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because when Pull Me
Why?
Under, no, but like Pull Me Under came on, that was humongous, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I would listen to by them, you know. And then I got that album, that Images and Words. I mean, that whole thing from the beginning to the end is just phenomenal. It's one of the all-time best albums ever. So,
I agree. No argument.
Yeah. What was your lead into Dream Theater?
Well, I only started.
You say when Dreamer Day Unite, you're a liar.
Oh no.
Yeah,
it's a good album, though.
That's a good album.
Today we were supposed to have an interview with Ronnie Monroe, but Ronnie is not feeling well. So, I don't know what we're going to do. Anybody have any ideas?
I have an awful idea.
What's that?
How about we talk about latest music news and everything that's going on in this world?
Oh, we kind of do that often. I don't want to do that again. It's kind of boring.
All right, fine.
Anybody else?
I have an idea.
What's that, Lou?
It's time for Rat Salad Review Theater!
Yeah! That's a really good idea. I'm glad you thought of that on the spot.
I have to thank James for it because he sent that really hokey country version of Slipknot, and for some reason, a little light went off in my head. And I said, wait a minute, why don't we just do a whole episode of us ranking on videos?
Sounds like a good idea.
I should feel bad about this because, you know, this should be, you know...
You should feel bad about this, James.
Yeah, you really should.
I do.
This is awful here.
I do. But, okay, it just shows how bad Nashville's gotten. That this could be made. And it actually sounds like something that you could play on a country station.
Man, what happened to Where's Waldo?
No.
She's got womp womp face and Jersey girl hair. It's crazy.
I mean, all she is missing is a jean jacket and freaking going to the mall for an Orange Julius, and she's freaking ready to. And it's 80s and up.
That's the second reference of Orange Julius tonight.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in that than this video.
I've seen
That is a geek.
Oh god, it is a bad karate gi. Oh no! He looks like Kramer going to the karate match.
Oh whoa! We're going.
Whoa! Crotch shot. We need to see that.
No, not necessary crotch shots.
Ooh, going Brazilian, I see, Don. This is so unequivocally 80s. Would you say it's Dolph Lundgren level Punisher?
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
I think after these videos, Wayne, now I see why you only have me on here every 2 years.
I'm sorry, but I don't even trust my druid.
Oh, for the love of Christ!
Your hair, caress your
I'd rather listen to Let's Fight in Love from the South Park episode where they become anime characters.
Protect my balls!
And I love exactly. And I love typos. So.
It's Naka to me, protect my balls.
You know,
Let's
that
fight in love.
was brilliant. This here, though.
I mean, already I could tell that they're trying to combine Everything Dies with Christian Woman.
Yes, no, it's definitely that, and a little bit of.
Just makes you realize
and
how
a little bit.
awful popular music in the 90s really was.
Kind of ties in with the Break the Chains video because he has a chain on his
What the fuck? I want to apologize to Johnny Kelly and Kenny Hickey and Josh Silver. This is a disgrace to Typo Negative.
No, don't lie. They're drinking at Duff's right now, going, "Oh, this is some bullshit."
Pretty damn funny. That's actually really poignant for something a bot came up with.
Did you want me to do a spit take while doing that? Because that's how it must happen.
I want to cry, kiss my
I mean, how drunk did Eric Adams have to be to find this?
This is Eric Adams we're talking about. There was zero alcohol involved in this. This is sober Eric Adams. This is sober Eric Adams if I've ever seen one. That's the sad thing. I've seen this before.
Long time.
Long time. It's becoming sentient. This AI program has become sentient.
It's like Typo Negative sung by Jar Jar Binks.
It was like fucking the tire.
Then we'll be bleeding again.
Yeah, man, them plastic edges on them Tide containers are sharp. I can totally see how it makes it bleed.
Yeah. I think I want to eat a Tide Pod after this.
Yes.
Wayne is speechless. Wayne has nothing to say.
Wayne has nothing to this. This is.
I got nothing at all.
I mean, to be honest, I asked him for a cursedness, and he gave me super freaking cursed.
I feel like Eric Adams just trolled us.
No, he didn't troll us. That's the problem. I asked for this. And this is my penance.
Wow.
Lyrics by Taylor Swift.
Oh, God. Don't give her ideas. All right, damn it, Lou. Don't give her any more fucking ideas.
Anything to write better than what she's doing now.
Cop Kiss, the new Taylor Swift single.
What's worse, her new single or Iron Maiden's?
Feet like Spider-Man's.
Lou, now that you asked I gotta ask the question: which is worse, her new stuff or Iron Maiden's?
Oh, I'll take Maiden any day.
No, but I'm saying in quality though, of what they can do and what she can do.
I will take Maiden any day.
Yeah, I mean, there's like no comparison there.
I didn't mean what you would listen to. I meant which is worse.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Maiden, while I might not be thrilled with what I've heard so far, at least believe in what they're doing, and legitimately you can tell their heart's in it, whereas the other one's just a cash machine with a vagina, essentially. You know, there's no thought going on there.
Eric Adams wants to cover this.
Oh,
yeah, over my dead body.
Of course he wants to do this. Of course he wants to cover this, and he thinks he's the best singer ever.
Like Spider-Man.
He did love vitamins.
Pete liked vitamins.
See, that lyric would be in Carnivore. I know it. Magic
sounds like a Zappa album.
It's in a typo song.
That's pretty.
It's already in a typo song.
Yeah, I know. These are all taken from typo songs, and the bot just made another song out of it. I still remember finding that Carnivore demo CD in freaking Omaha, Nebraska. Just random.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, I was stationed there, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, I like Carnivore," and grabbed it and looked at it. It was the demo of like World War IV or World War III and like sex and violence and everything. I'm just like,
"Oh
yeah,
I know what you're talking about. That's awesome, dude."
Chase the white people. Shit on the white people. Shit on the white people. Loving the white people.
Alright, now this is pretty funny.
So the best line was about the cinnamon cocks or whatever.
Chase the white people. Shit on the white people.
I should play this at work and see if anybody notices.
Well, it can't be racist if you're a white guy playing it.
Wild, holy shit.
Sounds like a Europe song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't sound
right there.
I was say that was definitely a Europe feeling.
Jesus Christ! Thank God.
Well, that one made me laugh the hardest.
Oh, God damn.
But, oh boy.
You give him an E for effort.
Don't give him an E.
Thanks a lot, Eric Adams. Son of a bitch.
We're not covering this, you douche.
He definitely wants that.
And the DVD cover that's very misleading.
Yeah. The other Trick or Treats.
No, I mean, this has Ozzy and Gene Simmons on the front acting like they're the stars of the fucking movie.
When they're barely in the fucking thing to begin with.
If you play Rat Star Review backward, it will say subscribe to Beyond Bushido on YouTube. The rest suck. Right, James?
No, Facebook.
Right, whatever.
I like it. It also says, buy Music is Life merchandise.
35% off this weekend on TeePublic.
Yeah.
Shameless promotions. Let's go. I mean, I know two of you guys probably are going to go out trick or treating, which is going to be a fun thing. Out here, we don't do that because of stupid reasons. The churches in this area like to do this thing called trunk or treat, which is the dumbest thing humanly possible.
Please explain what trunk or treat is.
It sounds just as bad as the name describes. You literally park in a parking lot, and the kids walk around the parking lot getting the treats instead of going door to door.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's the dumbest shit in the entire world.
I thought it was Dave the Bunny Ranch came to Nevada. Never mind.
Have I ever told you that I lived like half a mile from that place?
No, and for some reason I'm not surprised.
So you
and I did talk about it once.
Yes. So it's not. Everyone thinks it's in Las Vegas.
It's in Reno, right?
It is not in Reno. It is an hour south of Reno. It's actually 5 minutes east of Carson City in a place called Mount House. And my bus route to go to school, we had to pick up the kids on the same road as the Bunny Ranch was. And there's a subdivision. There's a subdivision eerily close to the Bunny Ranch. It is hilarious. And the Bunny Ranch pretty much looks like a bunch of trailer parks connected to each other. That's what it looks like.
I've seen Cat House.
Yeah, that's what Cat House looks like. And that's how it is. And that dude was a creep. It's funny. He died in a whorehouse. It was hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was while running for Senate.
Wow.
Yeah, we're in Nevada. We're complete degenerates. Yeah, it was always fun driving by Moonlight Road, and there's also Kit Kat. There are 3 whorehouses in that area, so there's 3 of them as you drive. As I was going to school each morning.
Did Dennis Hoffman? Did he go out the way Herb Abrams did, the guy from UWF, drunk, high on cocaine, creamed in Vaseline, and chasing hookers in the nude around a New York City hotel?
I don't know about the cocaine. I can't attest for the cocaine. However, the strippers and Vaseline, probably a high probability.
Probably. I love Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh God, Herbo was the best.
If Herb was here today, Mick Foley, what would he be doing? Mick Foley had the perfect answer. Time.
Yeah. That man, God bless. You know, there are always characters in wrestling, and I know I hate to bring wrestling back into this show really quickly, but the amount of characters in wrestling. No, I'm not. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for understanding that. I am not not ashamed at all. The amount of characters in wrestling. I mean, from Chris Colt, Herb Abrams, just
Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette's actually calm in comparison. I mean, he's one of the less of the crazy boys that is. I mean, Steve Kerr. I mean, excuse me. Bobby Eaton is a calm one. Bill Dundee's a crazy story. Lou Albano is a crazy. Where did you? Okay, quick question. Where did Lou Albano play football at in college?
Don't say West Texas.
It was not West Texas State. That's Brody and Hanson.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The University of Tennessee. He was actually recruited by General Robert Neyland himself to play football from the Northeast. Where Robert Neyland went to West Point, so he was in New York frequently.
Okay.
Very interesting.
So, but yeah, the amount of characters in wrestling. Oh yeah, I got all these craps. I mean,
can we get to the subject of the episode at hand, please?
Lou's tired of me freaking dunking on him already.
This is the JL show.
It is. It is always the JL show. This is a beyond Bushido tradition. We come in and hijack your own shows. It's what we do.
I thought Eric hijacks you.
No, sir. We hijack each other.
Yeah.
Wow. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, well, wait, you can take that over to San Diego, but anyway.
Better than a Dutch rudder.
But anyway, yeah, I can't wait
to show back.
I'm trying to get back there. But
being a metalhead in school, he usually made you the odd man out. So,
yeah, I was gonna say, I think maybe we can all kind of relate to this movie a little bit because somebody always said shit about heavy metal, so it's like you worship the devil because you listen to metal. So
yeah, what they call it, kill your mother, kill your father music.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you, Dying Fetus, for coming out with a song called "Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog." Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I was like, why did he rip all that stuff down?
Yeah, as soon as I saw him like destroying stuff, I know Wayne and Lou are about having conniption fits. Going down.
I was having a conniption because that was my favorite Priest album, and he had to rip up that Raven poster. That's why they never got successful because freaking posers like Eddie were ripping up Raven posters before they really got.
How dare you call Ragman a poser? He was actually.
He's not a poser. And it was a poster of The Pack is Back. Like, think about what the Raven album is before you say
I get it, but still. I get it.
Man, I still love
we're not here to get into a Cold Lake Raven The Pack is Back discussion, okay?
Okay, drive my long steel missile deep into your love canyon.
He's talking about sex on an album as a reverend. I mean, how Aussie is this fucking
But the funny thing is, it sounded like he was quoting possible lyrics for "Lick My Love Pump" from Spinal Tap, while looking at an album cover from 1970s Genesis.
Yep.
Do we want to mention the chicken story?
What chicken story?
Go for it.
What chicken story, Wayne?
Maybe I'll remember it after you tell it, but go ahead.
L.A. 1969. Alice Cooper's playing an outdoor. I think it was an all-day music festival. The fans are going crazy. Somebody decides, hey, there's a chicken in the audience. Let's throw it up on the stage. Alice catches the chicken, and he's like, who the heck brought a chicken to this concert? And he's like, well, a chicken's a bird. They fly. So he threw the chicken in the audience, and the audience completely tore the chicken apart. The next day, Frank Zappa calls him up, and he says, did you just kill a chicken at your concert? And Alice is like, no, I didn't kill the chicken. I threw it into the audience and they killed it. I didn't kill it. And Frank Zappa's like, don't tell him you didn't kill it.
Yeah, don't tell anyone that. It's great. Were his exact words.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his exact words when he signed them were, I don't get you, but I have to sign you. Where are you from? Phoenix, Arizona? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get it, but I still have to sign you.
Really?
I mean, he was considered a pop star. He was right on there with Tina Turner, and I don't know who else. I just have
what a combination. Alice Cooper and Tina Turner. Who had better legs?
That's so weird. But,
well, Tina, of course.
Tina, I hope. I don't want to look at Alice's legs.
James, what are you looking at, buddy?
Yo, hey, you know what? That special was a little homoerotic for me, so you know.
It was the 70s, guys. All right.
It was. It was.
Whoa, you cannot be pulling the Greg excuses here, okay? Just because it was 1975, you know, and a few years later there's a Star Wars special with Wookiee porn doesn't mean anything.
Said we never discussed Wookiee porn.
We are going to discuss the Wookiee porn, damn it.
Come on now. It was a different time. Cocaine was rampant.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I have one thing to ask. Did the TV in the 70s have people that would pre-watch this stuff before putting it on air? Because between this and freaking Star Wars holiday special, was quality control not a thing that someone would have gone?
It's not a thing now.
This is true. This is true. I mean,
you're complaining about standards and practices in the 70s. It's shit today.
It's true.
So, Lou, what do you think about this TV special?
Or James is getting hammered.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's in that flask he's got there?
It's spiked eggnog season, boys.
Oh, Merry Christmas. What did I think of it? Okay, so my perspective of this is different. I absolutely loved it. I know that Alice himself he said that Groucho Marx was one of his best friends, and I loved the Marx Brothers film. James, you and I have a similar simpatico for the Marx Brothers.
Yes.
And, you know, that includes their first 5 films for Paramount and their musical comedies for MGM. So seeing it kind of reminded me, I'm like, you know what? This is what happens when Alice Cooper goes Groucho Marx. You know, like you think about it, like the MGM stuff. And I love that period. What's wrong, James?
I'm laughing. I'm enjoying that. I never thought about that. No, thanks.
Okay. So I really enjoyed it. It's cheesy as hell, but I love pizza, and you know, so no big deal. I loved it. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
I do like it, Wayne, that you leave all these like little extras that we do in before you start the show. That we can just like show like how zany we are prior to the show starts.
That was unexpected.
I've got the blood of Christ right here to drink. So there we go. I need some crackers. Does anyone got crackers?
No crackers.
You got 4 of them right here.
I was just gonna say.
Thank you. I set that one up. I was waiting for somebody to friggin' to send that one home.
Well, cheers to you, and buy Music Is Live merchandise right now on TeePublic. Thank you.
Merchandising.
No, where's my white pronoun? Mega. Hey, we
hey, there you go.
Years old, but buy it.
Listen to it. There you go.
Thank you. I was gonna have to.
All right, there we go. Okay, now we got all the way. We can start the show.
Okay, enough shilling.
Yes, it does. Masato was really funny for the one thing. I was watching a Wrestle Circus show, and he was on the next match. So like they literally had Space Monkey take all the kids out of the arena for the Masato match because it was an all ages show, but that part wasn't all ages.
No, you can't get all ages with Masada, and that's why we love him. And I'm really excited to have him because we're going to talk metal, we're going to talk wrestling, and we're going to talk his own company, Exiled Artifacts, where he creates, handmade jewelry and weapons. But I can't promote the last word. Cool. But yeah,
why not?
I don't know. I don't want to get demonetized. Oh, that's right. We're not monetized. Fuck it. Weapons.
So he just want to make sure that no one could go there and ninja somebody who has a name to be ninja. Okay, got it.
How is your gyros over there though, James? Are they? I mean, have you ever had a New York gyro?
I have not had a New York gyro because the only time I've been to New York, I got the full on Duff's experience, and that was about it.
Really? Wow. That's exciting.
So I assume you were with EA then.
Yeah, had to have been.
There, yeah, that's the shot. Yeah, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna come straight from Knoxville, Tennessee, to come to New York, and I'm gonna know what the hell I'm doing there.
Surprised you didn't have a gyro.
He's got to have pizza. He's got to have Chicago pizza.
Yes. It's still there. I still got it. I still got my fastball.
Well, you know what? Mike Torelli from Holy Mother triggered me again on the show. I don't know if you noticed it, because he said, "You remind me of Eddie Trunk." And I was like, what?
Yeah, no. So no. We had to go get the $3 pastaleos, and then we had to go get pizza. So yes, you knew exactly where we had to go. I didn't have no choices in these matters. There was no negotiation. I can't negotiate with the terrorist. All right.
Fair enough.
I was on the ride there. I was the one there, and then we were supposed to go meet Pete at Duff's, and I did not know where the hell I was going.
Pete meaning Pete Steele?
Yes.
Ah, Pete Steele, Typo Negative and Carnivore. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. And I had no idea how to get to Duff's, and EA is about 2 days into a bender here. Just goes. I'm gonna rest my eyes here. Just follow the GPS. The GPS. He never turns it on. He passes out. So guess what I do?
You made your way to Staten Island.
You get the.
I got the fuck out of there. Is what I did. Next thing you know, he wakes up. We're in freaking Virginia.
Oh my god.
That's random.
Oh no! Well, I was going home. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm dropping you off and going home." And I'm in my little Scion with freaking a 5-speed and no cruise control, just jamming down the interstate, going, "Fuck this shit!"
Wow.
What were you so scared of? It's not scary here.
It's not. It was just freaking. I didn't know where I was going. I had literally no clue what the fuck I was. I was in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Starting off.
That's a bit of distance from Brooklyn.
Yeah. And then just freaking, I was just like, fuck it. I got on the interstate and drove home.
It's all right. It's understandable. I mean, it was New York. It's not like you had the fortune of going to Philadelphia, so I totally get where you're coming from.
No. I've never been to Philadelphia. I actually did spend a month in Pittsburgh, though, and holy shit.
Almost Bruno.
Well, that's a little different.
It is a lot different. Yes, it is. I'll tell you. And Lou, I'll tell you.
By the way, I have to thank James because he's the one that told me that Bruno Sammartino was wearing a toupee this whole time while he was champion, and I didn't realize that it actually fell off a couple times.
Yeah, it was
his second run.
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that was a toupee.
I had no idea. Who knew?
And for the record, unlike Eddie Trunk, my musical tastes do expand past 1989. Thank you very much.
Are you sure about that?
Say it again.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, no. He's one of his favorite bands is still around right now, and they're still making music. So I will give Lou credit, and that's Whitechapel, and they are actually doing a concert in December for the local animal shelter here in Knoxville.
That is so cool.
Yep, they're doing a local benefit concert for Young Williams Animal Shelter here in Knoxville. So I'm hoping to go to that.
Very cool. Why am I not in the intro? You'll never be in that intro. I want to be in the intro.
Never.
He should be.
He should be. I you know what?
I am Rat Sound Review.
Whoa. Let's not get carried away.
Okay, I'm the rat. I'm a third. Because you have to appreciate the fact that the special effects are not CGI'd. I mean, they're made by master craftspeople.
Right.
And, Argento is nuts when it comes to how his films are lit. And I thought this film was lit beautifully. And, the fact that you're in a movie theater, which at one point before the pandemic, I used to love going to the movies. So I was like, oh, cool. Murder in the movie theaters. That's great. This is cool to watch. And, combine that with, the blood and the gore and the complete 1980s fashion and hairstyles. And hearing the music of Except Fast as a Shark playing while a dude's decapitating zombies with a katana blade on a motorcycle. What is not to love? So, I fell in love with this film immediately. The scene that is one of my favorite scenes of all time. But the one scene that still to this day confuses the living shit out of me. Where did the helicopter come from that crashed through the ceiling of the movie theater?
Yes.
Yes, that was very weird. Out of nowhere. Well, at least they gave him a way out.
That's not a thing that makes you go, that's the thing that makes you go, what the fuck?
I understand that the storyline's a little bit more linear here and kind of follows along, but Lou, I wanted to get your opinion on this because Wayne keeps saying it makes more sense to him, which I really don't get because in the first one, you know, really the only plot hole you can't tie up is that helicopter that just falls through the ceiling.
Correct.
But in this one, there's a lot of subplots that just don't go anywhere. A lot of stupid exposition dialogue that is just absurd. Like, you know, it's pretty easy to tell that little 8-year-old boy is home by himself from the fact he's walking around eating cereal or whatever it was in an apartment watching TV alone around dinner time. But no, to hammer the point home, the phone has to ring. He has to pick it up. Yes. Hello? Yes, I am home alone. Okay, bye. Come on, guys.
Wayne, I got to give it to him. There's too much exposition in this film for its own good that goes nowhere. Demoni. But if you listen to the live album from LA, the LA Forum show,
yeah,
I wasn't too keen on his playing on that live album. It may have been the cocaine. Because they were all on cocaine back in the day. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
But by the time Hysteria came out and when you watched In the Round in Your Face, you know, his playing definitely got more refined. And he admitted that by the time that tour rolled around, he was off booze, he was off chemicals, and, you know, and since then his playing has been on such an upswing. So
I think maybe too because of Steve Clark being had passed away. I think he had more pressure on him now to be a better guitarist.
Well, not only, I mean, the him quitting the alcohol was while Steve was alive. It was during the stages of Hysteria, because once he realized how much he was drinking, he was like, I need to stop. You know, unfortunately, Steve didn't. But to Phil's credit, he definitely honored him by not, you know, obviously Phil doing his parts, he did all the solos, but Steve's parts he mimicked perfectly. To me, it's like on the songs that I love from this album, it's like he's still there.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not going to knock Adrenalize for that. However, there are 5 songs with this album I don't like.
Which is half of the freaking album.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, Make a Love Like a Man. I
Who says that?
I know. I'm like, why? And still, I'm still too young to know what the hell that even meant. You know, 90. What was it? 92. This is out.
I didn't even know what masturbation was when that song came out.
I think I was just learning, but yeah, no.
Again, we're talking about Helloween.
I know you're
during a Def Leppard episode.
I'm sure Helloween somehow relates to Def Leppard at some point, because going through like what?
Okay. Here's degrees of separation: Def Leppard and Helloween. So Michael Kiske, who was in Helloween, did an album that included contributions from Adrian Smith, who at one point prior to Vivian Campbell, there were talks of him joining Def Leppard.
See, I knew it. There always got to be something related to Helloween. It's so weird.
How the hell did I tie that together?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've always said growing up that the 3 guitar heroes, in my life when I was a little kid, prior to me learning the instrument, were Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, and Steve Clark. And when I heard that he had died, I didn't know how to process it. because I had never experienced anybody dying in my life. It wasn't until I heard White Lightning where I was like, I was finally able to release that sadness, because I just felt like they captured his essence so beautifully on that song. You know, I mean, Phil's solo on that is, oh God. I mean, that's the solo that made me gain the respect for him that I have as a guitarist. So, you know, and it's funny, I did tell Helen, I said, I wanted to be a guitar player because of Steve, but I do play a Jackson because of Phil. So, cool. Even though it's an Adrian Smith model, so don't get offended, Phil, but your guitars are too damn expensive. I'm not paying $4,000 for a guitar with a sustainer pickup, even though I want one.
Maybe one day. Maybe Santa Claus this year will bring one.
Santa Phil, send me one.
Hey, he might, for a thank you for interviewing his wife. You never know. You never know.
It'd be cool if I got him on the show, but you know. Hey, listen, Helen was awesome. All right, she's the artist that I was promoting.
Yeah. Did you ask her if you could get Phil on the show?
I didn't want to impose that. However, I did mention to Helen, I said, if Phil wants to do a one-on-one, he's more than welcome to. But, you know, let him be the one to say, I'll do it. Yeah. You know, I didn't get to Helen to get to Phil. I got to Helen because I wanted Helen on the show because I loved her artwork and I loved her photography.
Yeah, yeah, of course. All right.
You have 10 seconds to apologize for calling me a liar.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Liar. Anyway.
Stand up and kick love into motion.
No, thank you, honey. I'm too tired tonight.